Ah, mm, hello, hello, hello. So we're doing an adventure this morning. Sorry, I'm just closing out some stuff here to make sure that everything works perfectly awesome this morning. Okay, so I'm Gaia So we'll start with this. I'm Gaia Morrissette, your holistic sexual wellness specialist, your divine your divine high priestess of divine sexual magic, elemental magics, and all things magical of love and light in the universe. And and welcome to Transcendent Thursdays. And this is where I show up as my magical self. If you're uncomfortable, morning, Sam. If you're uncomfortable with my magical self, then I highly recommend that you come hang out with me on Wednesdays and Fridays, not on Thursdays. So usually I get a download. Morning, Jill. I usually get a download before I go on live. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So because that's what the universe wanted me to do this morning. Okay. So typically what will happen is in the mornings when I'm doing my routine and I'm exercising and I'm taking the dog out and I'm hugging all my trees in the neighborhood, that the universe will tell, okay, this is what the message is for the world today. And this morning I was like, what's going on? I'm not getting a message. And so that's because the message was, the universe like, so this was the message. The message was, you need to just do what you do and you always do, and actually, but tell people that you do it. So that means that I just have to show up and talk about whatever message is going to come through. Okay. So let's see now that I'm vulnerable and showing up, because that's what the universe wanted me to do for you guys this morning. I'm just going to take a deep breath in. Get really grounded and anchored. Open my being up to receive the message. And the message is, I want to talk to you about fall and autumn and what that means. So I'm in Canada, in Ontario, and autumn has started here. And the leaves start to change, and it's when the beginning of the harvest season's happening, and this is when we start to really be able to reap the rewards of all the seeds and all the toils and all the hard work that we've done already this year. And so that's from a magical standpoint and a human standpoint. So on a human level, this is where we start to go pick go into the fields, and pick what we've, been farming all week or all year long. In a spiritual realm, what that means is that it's time for us to reap the rewards of all of our personal growth, our spiritual growth, and our development. And this is where we get to really blossom and shine. And instead of it being hard and challenging, there's stages. There's, we planted the seed, and then we watered the seed, and then we had sunshine so the seed could grow, and then the fruit, and now the bearing of the fruit. And this is the time of year that it's time that you get to bear your fruit. Which just sounds so funny, and probably inappropriate. Remember, I'm the high priestess of divine sexual magic, right? Anyways, so bearing of the fruit, okay? And all you need to do is to just stop for a minute. For the next week, going into this autumn time, this fall time, it's when we get to sit down and have a feast. It's when we get to kind of evaluate a little bit about, wow, we've done so much work, and now we just get to just enjoy them and taste the fruit and just be in it. And that's what I want. Well, that's what the universe wanted to tell you, that I wanted you to know today. There's another message coming through. that I'm supposed to talk to you about, which is this morning I pulled this, I have this beautiful deck. It's called my Dragon Fae deck, and my Oracle of my Dragon Fae deck. And this morning I pulled the most amazing card. It was called the Blue Lady. Let's see if I can show it to you. Let's see if you can see her without a glare. Whoa, there we go. And she's beautiful. And at the bottom it says, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. And when we embrace our magical self and we have all of our magical gifts that we carry in the world and we show up with those magical gifts, nothing is impossible. We can morph and bend and change consciously anything we want in life. So nothing is impossible. So I want to take you through a moment. Take a moment and take a deep breath in. The only time that things are impossible is if you believe that they're impossible. If you believe that it is possible and you show up fully in what that means, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be, and you're completely connected and in line with the universe of divine, of love and light, then there is no reason that anything could be impossible. But we're taught, we are so taught that magic doesn't exist. And, oh, wow, okay, here we go. That magic doesn't exist. And we're taught when we're little that we should stop believing in the impossible. We should stop believing in the fairies, and we should stop believing in the magical possibilities of making a rocket ship and going to space. We need to, we're told when we're little over and over and over again that the world is filled with impossibilities. And when you move from that place of impossibilities, you are stunted, you are disconnected, you are no longer in line with yourself, the universe, your gifts, your magics, the magics around you. There's our human dimension of this one plane, but there's so many other dimensions and so many other planes that we cut ourselves off from because we're told that they do not exist. We are told that it is impossible. And in order for you to be the most magical and amazing being that you actually are, your soul, your essence, your spirit, whatever wording that you want to talk about, this makes you the most amazing being ever. But we are disconnected. So, this is the other channel, the other download from the universe, which is it's time to let go of and stop this whole concept of that it's impossible. And we're going to start baby steps because this is a big thought process and a big changing, which is every time you say I can't or I can't or there's no way, that is a moment of you believing that whatever that is impossible. So you're going to reframe that. We're going to start to reframe that. And you're going to stop yourself in that moment and you're going to be like, wait, I remember Gaia said, and the universe said through Gaia on Thursday morning, Transcendent morning, that everything is possible. So let's see how, instead of me saying I can't, it won't, it never, I want you to start saying, yes, that is possible. It's okay to say I don't know how it'll happen. That's okay. Let the details, let the universe worry about the details. Universe of love and light to worry about the details. You just need to start with the energetic flow of saying yes. So the next time you say, I can't, I won't, it's never possible, blah, blah, blah. I want you to say, yes, it is possible. I'm not sure how yet, but it is possible. All right, there you go. There's me channeling. And this was so uncomfortable for me, by the way. I just wanted to FYI. Um, this is the first time I actually owned what was happening. I mean, it happens all the time. This is how I move all the time. But I owned it live, that I was just channeling whatever the divine, the universe of love and light needed me to say to you. And so thank you very much for being in this space with me, and for holding love for me, and for listening to what the universe had to say to you, and using me as the vessel to do so. And I'm grateful. So thank you. And from lots of love from my heart. A couple different housekeeping things. Logistics, which is one, please join Transcendent Thursdays list. I'll put the link in the comments so that you can have all things magical. Plus, if you haven't seen me in a while and you don't know what's going on, I have co-created a magic school called Divine Alchemy School of Magic, with a dear, dear magical goddess friend of mine, a sister from another mother, Lady Shadow Raven. And the two of us have been just pumping out programs and just channeling and connecting and doing whatever the universe wants us to do, and really stepping up our magical selves in the universe, in the world, and creating space to help others to do so, to also connect. So if you were like, I'm intrigued with Gaia's conversations about magic, but I don't understand what that means, or I don't understand what my gifts are and what my magical self is, we have a great program called Essence that starts in October. You know, we've been doing these free sort of, you know, kind of check in and recalibrate yourself around manifestation. The next one's October 2nd. And it's a free event, and it's like 2 hours of diving into money, health, and relationships. So come join that. And then we have some deep dives after that, of like, you really want to dive into what's going on in your manifestation world and your magical world, and in any one of these topics. And then we have an amazing program for healers and practitioners and energy workers who are still carrying so many wounds that are preventing them from being completely their magical self in the world, and being able to be financially successful and be healthy and have love and all these things. And so we had created an amazing intensive program called Heal the Healers. And then there's a lot of other programs happening. So it's really exciting. So please come visit us at divinealchemy.guru, so that you can learn and explore and expand and connect, and whatever, we got exciting things going on there. So again, it's divinealchemy.guru. Yes, magic relates to miracles. Miracles are magic. That is what a miracle is. It is magic. All right. I love you all. Have a fabulous magical day. I can't wait to see you next Thursday. Come visit us at divinealchemy.guru, and learn all about it. I will put the link to be part of Transcendent Thursday so that you're in the know of any magic stuff I'm doing in the world. And see you next Thursday. And please share this with your tribe and your people.